Hello everybody, hello again, and once again it's time to be in Purple Penguin craft room for some crafting going on. Today's craft is going to be kind of fun. It's metal, it's wood, it's all the things. So we're using this metal watering can, and I've kind of done some extra with the flowers. I'm going to show you how I put mine together. Stay to the end so you can see the complete supply list at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the things. It doesn't cost you anything, but it definitely helps me out. All right, and say hi in the comments. Let me know you're watching, and let me know what you think. All right, let's get started. Starting with our metal flowers, we're gonna go ahead. This is from the Dollar Tree. It was from the year 2023. It's just labeled as a galvanized plaque. They usually have, they had them like in a springtime kind of situation, but I've seen a lot of them back in the craft section where they have all the metal and stuff. So we're going to use this, and we're going to go ahead and we're also going to use decorative rose petals. These are from the Dollar Tree as well. And I just got a whole bunch of them, and basically they're just petals. You can make your own petals, really. And actually you could probably even use, if you wanted to be kind of a little creative with it, you could use cupcake paper too, like that, because that have little creases in it as well. We're going to take a kind of a handful of them. And what I want to do is I kind of want them to be a little bit where you can see where they lift up a little bit. So I just want them down like on this portion of it. So we're going to glue just that down and let this part kind of stay up. So when you look at it from the side, it will come away from the metal. And that's what I want it to do. So we're going to kind of start, kind of up to the edge part, and then we'll do a couple layers and move inward. And we're going to use our tacky glue. Use our tacky glue on this. And a lot of that is strictly because hot glue is not going to stick to this at all. And E6000 is a little bit questionable when it comes to thinner things. It can kind of melt some things. You may want to test it out first if that's something you want to use. But we're going to do these in layers. I want them to overlap a little bit. So there's some overlap. I don't want it to be any kind of gaps. So we're kind of just making these look like, and if you don't want to do the petals, or you can't find the petals, and you don't want to make your own, you could actually just take a head off of a flower, just plop the head off of a flower, fake flower, and just glue it on. You don't have to go through all this if you don't want to. I just kind of like to add a little something. Do something a little bit different. But so depending on how easy you want this project to be, you could definitely just make it fairly easy to do. And I like that you can see some of the metal through. Totally like that. That's kind of why I'm using this as my background piece. And you can make this flower as full as you want. It does not have to be. So I kind of like that a little bit, but I think I want to go just a little bit more. I just want to add a few more. Give it a few more layers. This ones are going to be inward a little bit more. I'm just pushing down this part so this is kind of fluffy. like how that looks. So if you look at it from the side, so you can see how it poofs out, so it's kind of fluffy. It comes away from our stuff a little bit. I kind of want to take, I have some yellow felt, and I was kind of thinking on just doing little yellow felt little circle for its middle. I mean, you could totally use a button, you know, anything round you wanted to do for its center piece. I was thinking about using a brown felt, but I kind of have this yellow, and I was kind of thinking I wanted to do a yellow for some reason, which is not bad. Go ahead. Well, it kind of looks a little boring, right? A little boring. Let me bring in, I do have some brown. Do a little bit of brown in it. There you go. And that's really a little bit of brown to it. No. All right. Now for this other one, since it's smaller, I kind of want these guys to be smaller, if I can. So we're definitely not going to go straight from the middle out. We're going to line up the petal part of it here, which is going to hopefully give it the smaller effect look that I'm hoping for. Yeah. If I need to, we could probably cut middle pieces of these. Actually probably work a little bit better. And I don't want to do too much. I want to do a little bit more. Oh, we'll kind of make it the same as the other one. We'll do a little bit yellow. You know, and I'm okay if it's not a perfect circle because, you know, Mother Nature is not perfect. So I think it will look fine. Just being itself. That is actually really cute. Cut some of this scrap I got here. It's still even a little too big. There we go. I like it. That is perfect. That. Now we're going to do this portion of it. For the leaves kind of part, I still want to see a little bit of metal. We're going to jump in. We're going to use this chalk paint. It's scallion. It's a scallion green, Waverly. And just kind of make it kind of, I don't want to do crazy amounts. I am using the chalk paint because it will have a little bit more to where it will hold on to the metal a little bit better. It stays on better surfaces. So we're just going to kind of go like so. Just give it a little bit of color. It doesn't have to be a lot. And scrape some of that. Like I said, I still want to be a little bit galvanized. There we go. Give it a little bit. I like that. All right. Now we're going to do white around this area here. And so we're going to use the Waverly. This one is ivory. So it's kind of an off-white. It's not a bright white. It's not off-white. Ooh. New one. Oh, and I just tripped my finger in there. Perfect. Okay. On this one, I'm kind of thinking I just want a little bit kind of this area here. I'm not sure, but I think that I don't want to do the handle, but let me be sure I want to do that. Let's attempt to do this. I'm not sure if this is going to work the way I want it to, but my thought is to take my brush, kind of pounce it all on here, just get some paint on here. I didn't want it to look streaky, but I've got, this is just a makeup sponge, and I'm going to kind of see if I could pounce it out. Maybe like this and go up. So just kind of light. That actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. I like that. So it's just really light right there. It's okay anyways, because we're going to be taking our scrapbook paper. I've got this little hello up here. We're going to cut that out. And this is from Joann's. So I've already kind of taken some little things from it already. This little guy is going to go right in here, so I'm going to kind of an all non-perfect kind of way here. I don't want it to be a perfect square, so just kind of that look. Perfect, right there. We're going to let this dry a little bit more before we do the Mod Podge, but we're going to Mod Podge it on, and then kind of go over with the Mod Podge, and so that will kind of tone down the metal a little bit, because it is the matte finish. So we're going to use the matte finish on it. Now that this is dry, we're going to go ahead and we're going to Mod Podge on our little hello piece here. This scrapbook paper, so you don't have to be super careful with the Mod Podge. down and then over. And I am going to go ahead, we're going to coat the entire thing here. It's going to help seal it, and then it's going to kind of help take some of the shine off of the metal a little bit here too. It will look white at first. It will dry clear-ish. Like I said, it will take a sheen off of it, so so that is all the same all the way around. We're going to get our surface ready. So this is an 8x10 canvas from the Dollar Tree. We're going to do what they call a reverse canvas. So we're actually just going to take our X-Acto knife here and we're going to cut around we're going to peel off our canvas here so that we have the exposed wood underneath. If you're strong enough to try and pull these off, more power to you. Go ahead. I have found that Dollar Tree is getting a little bit better with putting stuff together, so I always end up having to cut mine. And then you can either take these off. I would actually recommend taking off the canvas. You can pull these if you can. If not, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Just kind of make sure they're hammered down. Canvas. You know, that one is coming up. So we'll just go ahead and pull that one out. Maybe not. I thought it wanted to come up, but it doesn't. Alright, but this is the part we're going to use as the front. So we're going to stain this, and then we've got these. So you can do this a couple ways. These are the quart paint stir sticks from like Home Depot or Lowe's, and they fit perfectly this direction. However, I unfortunately did not have enough in my stash to do this project, but I really wanted to do this project today. I found that these, and these are the giant craft sticks from Walmart, actually fit going this way. So that's kind of cool too. So we're going to put them in our surface here. And it looks like it takes 6. And they fit perfectly. So we are going to still use 3 of these, and we'll go across the back, just kind of security, because if you look, they kind of bow a little bit, and if you put these across, it will kind of help hold them from bowing. So we're just going to stain all this. So where's our wax paper? Always like to use my wax paper here. And we're just going to do the staining with a Waverly Antique Wax here. But you can use stain if you want to use stain. Totally up to you. Just grab a damp baby cloth or baby wipe and rub it on. If you get too much, just kind of rub it off. Don't forget to do the insides and the outsides. And I mean, you can do the back if you want, but you're probably not going to see it because this is where these guys are going to go this way. So, I mean, you'll see a little bit of it. So it's up to you if you want to do that or not. So they're all stained. It is a little dark right now because it's still a little damp. It will lighten up a little bit. These have already lightened up a little bit. We're going to flip her over. And we are going to bring back in our tacky glue for this project. And we are going to go ahead, since these are going to go this way, we're just going to put all of our tacky glue here. Actually, a little bit of it will go here. Just kind of catch the ends. Alright. Now, we're going to take our sticks. Just gotta put them down. Again, some of them are a little bowed than others, which is fine. It happens. They're not perfect. But that's why we're going to put these sticks on top of them to help hold them down. They're all together. So, and these, we'll get a whole bunch of glue. These will also give you a place to put a hanger too, for when you put a hanger on the back. Okay, so right now they're still kind of bowed up. So what we're just going to do is flip it over here, push them down, push them together. We just kind of need to put some weight on them. So sometimes I like to use your Mod Podge bottle. We can use, different bottles. You gotta push it down to help hold it, and then when it's fully dry, then we can continue on. So we let this set up for a little while. The glue is dry. It should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and take our white, and this is light buttermilk. It's just an off-white color acrylic paint, and we're going to take a messy brush. I get these at the Dollar Tree. There was like a 3-pack, and we're just going to do a light brushing. Just to kind of make it a difference between this and the frame, the inside and the frame here. I'm just gonna do it really, because this is so not sanded and everything, that looks fine. Let's see what it looks like with our flowers in it. The Mod Podge is dry now, so you can go back to seeing the shiny-ish kind of color on it. See, I like how that breaks up the wood and wood kind of look. I like that. I might just do teeny more. I do want to, I don't know why, I like the heavier in some spots kind of look. Oh no! Okay, I think we need to get that off. Let me try. Real life crafting, you guys. Real life crafting here. Pull this out. Okay, I think that'll be fine. I don't think you'll notice it too much there. And maybe we put it on the bottom. It'll be a little less noticeable. Just kind of hide it a little bit, but that's fine. Kind of, I can take some stain and put it over there if it starts to bug me. So we're gonna put our flowers like so. I like that. So we're gonna try. You know, I don't want to use hot glue on the metal at all because it is not going to be good. We're going to try some E6000. Some of these parts are raised and some of them aren't, so, you know, I'm just kind of trying to mix it up a little bit here. But then I'm also going to take some of my tacky glue, just in case. Tacky glue I can do a little thicker. Okay, so all of that. I'm going to try and put it kind of in the middle here. Fluff up. I kind of smushed my flowers a little bit, just kind of fluff them up a little bit there. That should be good. That should actually be good. Perfect. I like how that is starting to look. But I just want to do a few other things. You know, just kind of want to do a few other things to this. I want to put a bow here. I also kind of, these guys are down. It's kind of trying to lift away from the wood a little bit. Might need to put something heavy on it, but we're going to try and just let it go right now. I'm just going to let that go. I wanted to see, I brought this greenery in. Honestly, I don't remember where I got this greenery from. It's been sitting in my stash for a while. Obviously I've cut from it multiple times. We're going to see how this looks. What if we put like this? And I'm just cutting off. If you've ever seen, so this is the part that goes on to the stem. So we're just going to cut that part off because it's kind of round and sticks out a little bit there. This, like that. Just using 3 of these. hide my flowers too much. This might be a little too much. I do kind of, I like it a little bit like this. I do kind of like how this looks, really do. So, and by doing it this way, I'm going to put a bow right here, and that would kind of hide these little stems that are still sticking out a little bit here. I'm going to go a little higher on this one. Smaller. This here. Okay, I kind of like how that sticks out. You kind of like how that sticks out. So, we're going to take our tacky blue and put that down. Definitely will take a little bit to dry for that. Let's do the finishing touches and we'll do a bow. Now for a bow, I'm going to do this. So I've got this yellow, this is from Hobby Lobby, and it's yellow with white flowers on it. It's kind of cute. This is also from Hobby Lobby, and it's kind of like a brown, kind of a brown orangey-ish, but I kind of liked, it was kind of, I wanted to do something that kind of tied another color other than what I got going on here. So we're going to try and see what they look like together. Just going to try and see what they look like together. So I'm going to put them together, see if we can do this. I put the yellow on top here, and we're going to do a finger bow. So I'm going to take my finger here, grab these. Now I want it to be probably about that big. I'm going to wrap and just kind of do it loose. I'm going to go 3 loops. And then back across. We're going to pinch it down here in the middle. And I'm kind of trying to leave them so they're messy, so they're kind of scattered a little bit there. And I think I want my primary to be the yellow, so we'll do the yellow in the middle here. Kind of gives it a little bit of a country kind of feel to it, actually. Kind of like that. Alright, push these off the side here. I'm just kind of straighten it out some here. Move things around. Kind of like that. See, and then that totally covers up the stems and everything there. glue it down right there. That is super cute. So that we've got the metal, we've got all sorts of different things going on here. I love how that ended up turning out. Gorgeous. All right, and then we just put a hanger on the back and it's ready for, you know, this could be like any time in like a little flower shed or garden area. Could be a little entryway. This could definitely be with spring, but share it with your friends. Come back, keep on coming back to the Purple Penguin Craft Room, and happy crafting.